friends, it's Miss Starbuck. I'm making you a little video because I cannot be here with you today at school. My kiddos are sick, and so I made a project just for today, and I'm going to show you just how to do it in Sketches School. Okay, so follow along. So what I'm going to ask you to do in Sketches School is I am going to ask you to make 3 different abstract portraits. Okay, now when we are talking about an abstract portrait, what we are talking about is a picture of a person or an animal. You can tell that it's a person, but the colors may be different. The eyes are not going to be the same size necessarily, and you can change it and exaggerate it however you want. Okay, so let me show you some of the tools you can use for making abstract portraits. And then I want to challenge you to make at least 3 with your time today. And I also want to challenge you to make different expressions on the people that you're creating. So the very first thing that you want to do is start with a shape. Okay, I'm going to actually pick a triangle this time because I think that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to start with a triangle. Okay, in Sketches School, when you do a shape, you can always enlarge it by pinching with your fingers, make it bigger or smaller. And then you cannot move on to more tools until you've done an X or a check. So I'm at the very bottom of your paper. So I'm going to do a check, and that gives me my tools. And what I want you to do today is I want to challenge you to use at least 5 different tools on each portrait. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing some eyes. I think I want to go a little bit bigger too with my brush. So I'm going to make 2 eyes, and I'm not worrying about making them the same size. That's one of the fun things about abstract. Some people love abstract because they feel like there's no pressure, and other people feel a little stressed by it because they're not sure when it's correct. I am a person who loves abstract, but of course I love all kinds of art. I'm going to do my paint roller tool because I really love that it can get some crazy little drawing effects. I'm going to make my mouth like this. Okay, and then I'm going to draw some kind of a nose. Let's see, I think I want to put a green one. I'm going to draw a nose. And anytime I've made something I don't like, just hit the back arrow. So I'm going to make my nose a little thicker. There we go. Okay. And then I can just add as many details as I want to. I would challenge you to make a lot of interesting different details on your portrait. This person, I would say, is maybe worried or stressed. I made a lot of happy people in my examples, so I thought I would do something different. Okay, I'm going to use some spray paint for some hair for fun because I love it. Spray paint for my hair. Haha, this big spray paint is one of my favorites. Okay, now remember, your job today is not to be sloppy and silly and messy and make something that's not meaningful. I really want you to give it a good effort to try to do something that is thoughtful and something that is where you're actually trying to think about the assignment. Okay, so when I come back, I want to see some awesome abstract portraits that are not just people who are just scribbling on their Sketches School. Okay, you have permission to use the symmetry tool if you want to. On mine, the symmetry tool looks a little different because mine's an older version. It has 3 little dots, and I can put it on that symmetry tool if I want to. Okay, on yours, you will access the symmetry tool by touching the ruler. Okay, and then let's see, for my symmetry tool, I'm going to use a marker, and I'm going to put some interesting details on my eyes. Okay, then I'm going to use, I love this cutting tool too. I'm going to take it off of symmetry right here, and I'm going to use my cutting tool. I think I'm going to cut out one of the eyes, and I'm going to move it to the other one. And I think I'm going to cut off, I'm going to make an interesting shape for my head, and I'm going to start kind of cutting out some different pieces and like rearranging them. Let's see, let me do a few more. I'm just getting kind of unique shapes with my person. Then if I did something I don't like, I can just hit the back arrow if it doesn't make any sense to me. And I can also change the background however I want to. I can do, if I want to do the paint fill on the background, I can. Sometimes it makes a neat effect with the spray paint. Okay, if I want to do another one I love is this tool where I can do that little pointed brush, and then I can make, if I put it on the big one, I make kind of paint blots on there too. Okay, so again, your job is to make at least 3 different abstract portraits. Okay, not stressing about putting everything in the right spot, not stressing about the colors. I want it just to be fun, and I want to challenge you to make 3 that are really different from each other. Okay, I hope you have lots of fun playing with this project today.